Hey, all my little halflings and goblins. If you're like me, when you're at home online gaming, you're going to get hungry. And we're all stuck at home with this pandemic, so why don't you go ahead and get a hold of the Grub and Grog and order some food? If you're on our Twitch stream, you can scroll down and click on the tile for the Grub and Grog, and you can check out their wonderful menu of items. They'll even deliver growlers, beer, and cider. If you're ordering a sandwich, I recommend the all hands on deck. It's what I regularly eat when I'm at the store. You can even order a board game, maybe some extra dice. Hey, you got a mini that you want to paint? Why don't you go ahead and ask them if they'll deliver one for you? Go ahead and give them a call, check out their website, and when this is all over and done with, I'll see you back at the gaming table. Hey, all my little halflings and goblins. This is DM Chris, your friendly DM from Going Gaming Gaming Store and the Grub and Grog. I just wanted to let you in on an exciting venture that we've started with Talon and Claw. Talon and Claw has been on my radar for some time. I've been wanting to get one of their beautiful wooden DM screens. So my birthday's coming on June 1st. If any of my players want to get one, I kid. But anyways, we have a deal going on with Talon and Claw, and that deal is that if you use code GOINGAMING in all capital letters on their Etsy store, you will receive 10% off of your purchase. In addition to that, Talon and Claw will kick back 10% back to Go and Gaming store. It's a win-win-win. We help get more customers for Talon and Claw. Talon and Claw helps Go and Gaming survive the pandemic, and you, that's you, get a 10% discount on your purchase. Like I said, they've been on my radar for a while. However, recently I entered a contest on Twitter, and I happened to win one of their leather dice trays, which is this right here. As you can see, it is very portable. The whole thing unrolls. It's stamped with the Talon and Claw logo, and you just snap it together and you get a perfect rolling surface. And let me tell you, the leather works great. Not all rolling surfaces are created equal. I have found that some of the cheaper ones that are made of the PU leather, the dice just skids across it. They slide on one surface. And so this is the surface once it's complete. Also, I have recently purchased from them a Council of 7 dice vault in red oak. These come in different types of wood. You get to choose when you purchase it. They have a magnetic clasp closing it, and it is a vault for holding your dice. They have larger vaults. They also make a full line of wooden dice trays that serve as a vault. They have, of course, many different models of their DM screen in multiple different woods. So definitely go ahead and check them out. You can click their link on my YouTube channel, or scroll down in your Twitch channel, and you will see a tile there to click on their store. Please check them out, and I hope you have a good day, and I hope to see you at the gaming table soon. Thanks, guys.
Hey all my little halflings and goblins. If you're like me, when you're at home online gaming, you're going to get hungry. And we're all stuck at home with this pandemic, so why don't you go ahead and get a hold of the Grub and Grog and order some food? If you're on our Twitch stream, you can scroll down and click on the tile for the Grub and Grog, and you can check out their wonderful menu of items. They'll even deliver growlers, beer, and cider. If you're ordering a sandwich, I recommend the All Hands on Deck. It's what I regularly eat when I'm at the store. You can even order a board game, maybe some extra dice. Hey, you got a mini that you want to paint? Why don't you go ahead and ask them if they'll deliver one for you. Go ahead and give them a call, check out their website, and when this is all over and done with, I'll see you back at the gaming table.
Protection from energy would be a good one. Pick resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder for an hour. Once you're in battle and you know what type of damage you're dealing with for that particular encounter, you could cast protection from energy on yourself or others, and then all that sort of damage is cut in half. So half of half of half gets to be pretty small.
Yeah, it does. That's
It might take a couple rounds while you're doing tactics and stuff to. We used to, in video games, you just have the whole party buff up, but we'd macro out 15 things in Baldur's Gate.
right.
The whole party. It's a little different in D&D 5e, but in 2 or 3 rounds, you can diminish their ability to hurt you pretty significantly.
Nice.
Yeah, one of their goals in 5e was to limit that, because in 3rd edition, like when we were playing DDO, Jeff would have, one macro key that would kick off like 15 spells, and now they've limited that so on purpose, so that you can't do that anymore. And the way they did that was basically through the use of concentration. If you have a concentration, you can't have 2 concentration spells.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, a great combat changer. This is something not in group of Chris, but my other group's cleric did. Banishment. It's weird that it's a charisma save, but it removes your target from play for some time.
Right.
So you go, I banish, maybe the lieutenant, and you have a whole minute to do other things, finish off the ads or buff up whatever point of combat you're in. But you can remove your target if they fail their save for a full minute and prepare.
Cool. So many things. I have lots of homework to do. Because I just, obviously being level 1, I'm like focused entirely on healing and don't have I think because of where a Warforged strengths are, it doesn't lend itself to spellcasting.
The odd part about a Warforged cleric is they can't really heal themselves all that much.
Right, and I know that part was tricky, but I just like the idea of like field medic, soldier, like a soldier whose sole purpose was to go out and keep people from dying. Seems like a good idea. Now I'm a little bit like, I wish I'd gone a different way. But that's
I thought in 5e they had changed that about Warforged, that healing spells worked normally on them.
I think, they've changed that. You're correct. It was always the downside that Warforged needed a repair variant, not a heal variant.
Right. Yeah. They only got like half of the healing from like a heal spell.
Yeah. You're resistant to poison already. You don't need food, water, or air. You can't be diseased, slept, or magic can't affect you for those. There's a lot of really great things that a Warforged can do, and just being a good cleric. The main advantage, in my view, of clerics is you get everything a cleric can do. You don't have to go find scrolls. The complication is what to prepare each day.
Right.
A mix of protection, a mix of offense, and you can always cast heals. So don't slot heals, because you can always. I think can't you still spontaneously cast all heals?
I don't know. Maybe at some point. Maybe I haven't come across that, but it could just be because of being such a low level at this point.
I think we're still waiting for a couple of players. Let me.
I was just getting everything set up.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sarah's work has a meeting, so she is in front of her computer in a meeting.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So I've tried something new, and it worked out very well. Um, and I think I'm going to be moving forward with the idea um, with all of our groups. So what that idea is, there we go. What that idea is that the benefit of streaming this and having the videos is that it gives me an opportunity to look back at some of this stuff and see where not necessarily flaws or mistakes, but I can see a trend, and the trend that I'm seeing, I've kind of felt was an issue for a while, clear back when we were playing in the store, in that the tabletop grid of the map is seeming to take over all of the game. And not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but we all signed up to play D&D and not Battletech. And that's not to slam on Battletech. I've played tons and tons of Battletech in my lifetime, but they're two very different games, and for very different reasons. And I would like to get more into a cinematic feel for combat, which lends to more roleplay. As an example, I was talking with Nathan, who is another DM. We work in the shop on Mondays, and we were talking about it. And if you take as an example the scene in Lord of the Rings where they fight the cave troll, the way the tactical combat is playing out in our games, because of strict adherence to the board, the way that combat would have played out would be Gimli runs up to the cave troll, hits it with his axe. The cave troll hits Gimli. They both stand there. They don't move. Gimli hits the cave troll with the axe. The cave troll hits Gimli. And it just trades back and forth. It's a very boring combat. And that's what I'm seeing on all of the tactical maps. That's not necessarily a bad thing, and of course this is a game and not a simulation. I'm fully aware of that, and I think the most movement that we get is out of Sun Moon, but that's simply because that is the mechanic of being a monk, or a mechanic of being a rogue. But I don't believe that a fighter would just walk up and just go toe to toe and just trade blows every single fight. It doesn't make any sense. So what I am going to do, we're going to get rid of the optional rule of flanking, mostly because I don't believe that rule to be realistic. And again, I understand that it's just a game mechanic, but I don't really see that we need it. I don't believe that flanking every single time should grant advantage. It just shouldn't. And to cite an example of that, if you think that it gives advantage every single time, ask how that worked out for the Gauls when they attacked Julius Caesar, because he was flanked and he kicked their asses on both sides. So we're going to go ahead and do away with that. And we're just going to, excuse me, my allergies are awful today. Again, right? So we're going to do away with the optional rule of flanking and just use the standard combat rules out of the player's handbook. The other thing that I have done is I have disabled the grid.
What was the optional?
Flanking is an optional rule. It's not in the player's handbook. It's actually in the DMG. And I've always added it in. I guess I added it in because I felt like it was adding something to the game, but now I'm not seeing that it really is. And I'm seeing it lead to less role play and less cinematic than what we should be seeing. The other thing that I've done is I have unchecked the box for the grid. So now there's no snap to grid. Your player or your tokens can move however you want, and you can move wherever you want. And what I want to do with the grid or with the tabletop, both in the store and virtually, is I want to get back to old school D&D where the map was used mostly so that you could look at it and see where everybody is, not as a chessboard, if that makes any sense. So, having said that, that's kind of how, I mean, there's some things that will forever be like, oh, well, I got to see how much of the room is going to be hit by a fireball, or, what's the radius of this spell. Of course, that's always going to happen. And of course, with, well, can I get there? The actually unsnapping the grid makes the measurement tool work a lot better, as in the way that we've been using it, because none of these maps match up directly with Roll20, and it just seems to work better just eyeballing it. If you measure something out and it says, it's 12.5, it's 12, whatever. So, I tried this method out last night, and it worked wonderfully. In fact, I will go so far as to say that it actually sped up combat a little bit, which made it, a faster pace. So that I feel is a good thing. Let's see here. So next weekend, we will not have a game. I am taking a 4-day weekend, and we are going to go to Hermiston. So there's that. Welcome.
That will work out fine for me because I wasn't going to be here next week too.
Yeah, I thought you weren't going to be here this week. Actually, I thought
No,
this was the weekend.
No, I have this weekend, and I'm missing next weekend.
I see. Yeah. I always get confused on the whole Memorial Day weekend thing, because my birthday's on the 1st, and so it always jumps into my head, oh, well, Memorial Day weekend is the last weekend before my birthday. Well, not really. It depends on how that shakes out, how the days fall in the month. So yeah. But yeah, we're gonna take off. We're driving to Hermiston, and we're gonna go see her mom and stuff. Get out and about, and the quarantine can go to hell.
Hopefully by the time you get back, my wife will have a character sheet wrote up, and we might be able to add her.
Yes, do that. That would be great. So, welcome to Going Gaming's Princes of the Apocalypse. We usually play in a shop called Going Gaming and Grub and Grog in Troutdale, Oregon. And since the pandemic started, we've had to close the doors and cancel D&D games and Magic the Gathering tournaments. I'm not going to mince words. The store is hurting really bad. And the real fact is that having to shut down live play games like D&D and Magic for a lot of these stores is a death knell. They cannot survive just on selling product alone. The profit margins on these products are not phenomenal. They are still doing delivery for food, and they will deliver games and growlers and whatnot. And they have a 3-mile radius for deliveries. So that's all of Troutdale, Corbett, Fairview, and Gresham. Maybe some outlying areas there, which Corbett's kind of an outlying area. But they're just not doing very well. So we have set up a GoFundMe to try and help save them, because you cannot play D&D at Amazon or in Walmart. And plus, if you do play D&D in Walmart, you're going to be shocked, because a lot of people don't even bother to wear pants there. Yeah. So we've set up this GoFundMe, and I am fully aware that people all over are hurting. Everybody's out of a job. But if you could spare just a few bucks to donate, we would greatly appreciate it. And, even if you don't shop at the store, know that, your $2 donation is making you a hero to the family that runs Going Gaming. And in that same vein, we have Going Gaming has created a partnership with Talon and Claw, and Talon and Claw sells wood dungeon master screens and dice vaults and leather dice trays, and they have a plethora of products, and they do beautiful work. The deal is that if you shop at their Etsy store and you use the code Going Gaming in all capital letters, they you will get a 10% discount on your purchase, and in turn, Talon and Claw will kick 10% of the purchase back to Going Gaming to help them get through the pandemic. So everybody wins in the deal. And, they, like I said, they make fantastic products, and we'd really like to see you shop at their store. Where we left off last week, these guys had captured the watch commander, Ignatia, and questioned her, and she told them that to the south of where they captured her was the lair of a chimera, and that the cult of Eternal Flame had worked out a deal with this chimera that they wouldn't mess with it, and they would leave its horde alone as long as it didn't allow anybody to come in from the passage to the east. And the passage to the east, she tells you, leads to the Temple of the Black Earth, where they had already been. And so they then moved south and heroically tossed Ignatia into the room, and the Chimera immediately ate Ignatia. What would you guys like to do? I suppose I should put up a turn order here. Hold on.
I think we should avenge Ignatia and go kill the kind
Yes, avenge the woman that you just tossed to the Chimera, right?
So
Yeah.
the deal is that the Chimera has agreed to protect this area
Yes.
from people going into the.
Yes. So basically, there's this passage here to the east, and this passage leads to the Temple of the Black Earth, and the cult made a deal, basically saying, "Hey, we will leave you alone as long as you don't allow people to come in from that passage." And so that's what the Chimera has been doing, and it has worked out well for the cult until now, because you guys didn't come from the
north
east.
Where we're headed, correct?
You're heading where we left off. You guys were heading south, and Malum had tossed Ignatia into the room.
Right. Or are we planning to continue south into here, or are we going to go back to the
That's up to you guys. The Chimera is now completely aware of your presence, and you need to roll initiative, because the Chimera is hostile.
Okay.
But how you want to handle that is entirely up to you.
Does anybody have Dominate Monster?
I don't think I do, but I'll check.
I know I don't.
If it were one of two different types of elemental, I could help, but not a chimera.
No, I have Charm Person. It'd have to be like a human up.
For initiative, I got a soft 20.
Nice.
I'm keeping the streak alive. I got a 4.
At least you're consistent. And Zerm is at 21. Between Sun, Moon, and Zerm, which of you wants to go first?
Zarm, if you could go zap it super, you're closer, then I'll run in.
Yeah, I'll make it blind, or at least attempt to.
Just lightning bolt it.
So this room has a vaulted ceiling 30 feet high. Wide alcoves dominate the east and west walls, and treasure glitters in the western one. An unpleasant musky scent mixes with the odor of sulfur here, and the floor is marred with broken spots, scorch marks, bits of debris, and dark stains.
No, I think I'm gonna hit it with blindness to make. If it's got a lot of hit points, then you guys can come in and smack the crap out of it.
It is pretty healthy. All right, so if you are going to hit it with blindness, he gets a con save, or is it a what is it? Let me see.
No.
Con, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, con 16.
Right. Ooh. 22 to save.
Well, shoot.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay. Sun Moon.
I will. Dang it. What fancy stuff do I have left I can do? Not many things. Well, I suppose I need to step the wind to be able to move far enough to do one thing. So spend a key point to start with the dash process. And then I will move first 50 I have to get about there. So then, without a grid, okay, there's 15 feet to hit him. Okay. I'll move in the last 15 feet and wind vane him.
Okay. Yep, that hits.
Oh, it does hit. Okay, so 12 points, one of them lightning. And that gives me the chance to Stunning Fist in DC 17. Which is my last key point.
So he is stunned.
Yay! Then I'll use my second wind vane on him. With advantage.
Yes. All right.
Then, perfect. I have just enough move left to run into that room.
Okay.
He's now stunned, denied dex and strength saves until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, nice shot.
Take great advantage because I don't have any more key points to stun him again.
All right. Malum, what would you like to do? Look at the big balls on Malum. He's just standing at the bottom of the staircase like, yeah, I see a chimera.
He's the one that threw the chick in the room, was like, the barn doors.
Yeah, pretty much it wasn't that I was going to toe-to-toe. I was just the guy who threw the chick. So are we planning on going in here like full-on killing this guy? Was that the plan?
I
Well, I
don't
mean-
think he's going to let us pass.
Yeah, I mean, now's not the time to really chat with him because he's incapable of really responding.
I'll go to there. For half my move.
Yeah, I think the time of diplomacy is probably that ship's sailed.
Yeah, it's well past.
Yeah.
Well, I want to make sure we're attacking and not retreating.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, if we were retreating, I would have cast darkness and said, let's go the other way.
All right, so I will.
We could still do that when we're close enough to the stairs. Cast darkness and run down the stairs en masse. But
Yeah, if we
nobody
get into
quite get
the
there.
shit, then yeah, we can always turn around. I got your back.
He's stunned, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. 26, I imagine, is gonna hit him.
Yep.
And
So
since
stun,
he has-
does that give advantage, or is that just
Yes.
he can't block?
It's advantage. His AC is not changed, but he fails strength and dex. So, lightning bolt.
And he
will
cannot-
auto fail.
And he cannot take reactions.
So if I just light a fire under him, he's stuck there.
Yeah.
Until the end of my next turn.
And then we can have some charred chimera.
Sure, why not?
Oh.
There's like an entire book on the DM's store or DM's Guild on basically
Recipes.
harvesting and recipes for different monsters that you kill on D&D. It's the idea is amusing, maybe a little weird, but
Well, it's just like the D&D cookbook.
yes.
So did you get that 18 for damage?
Okay, 18. All right, and your next attack?
Nat 20.
Ooh, roll your damage twice.
Team. $32. 36 damage.
Yikes.
Last attack. 19, 26.
Yep.
And 16 more damage.
Okay. And do you have anything else?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah. Draggy won't come down for now.
Okay. So yeah, Malum runs in this chimera. All three of the heads are just kind of swaying back and forth in a daze, and it sits back on its haunches. And Malum comes in and starts swinging, just cutting this thing up. Basil, what would you like to do?
Well, I will initiate my rage,
Okay.
and it's gonna take pretty much everything I got. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and run my butt down here.
Okay.
It takes up all of my movement, and then I'll give him the good old barbarian special.
Okay. Go for it.
First attack.
Is that
And you
somebody
are at
wants
advantage.
sauce or just eat
Well, you're advantage anyways, but yeah.
Yep. So I got a soft 20
Yeah. Nice.
with my -5.
Yeah. That hits.
All right, and then the damage is 18 damage.
Okay.
All right. Rolling my second attack,
Okay.
and that is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, 21 to hit with 23 damage.
Okay. And do you have anything else?
And nope, that uses up all my actions there. So I am done for the turn.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are messing up this chimera. He is stunned. He cannot do anything. Dubisa, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm sure it's no surprise to anyone. I'm going to get within crossbow range and hit him with my crossbow.
You probably, yeah, there you go. So from right there, I would say that you would be at disadvantage because Basil is. Well, it would be a normal attack because you would have advantage on the attack, and that cancels out the disadvantage. But if instead you moved like here, you would have advantage on your attack.
No.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. That's 26 damage.
Yep, and it's still standing.
And then I'm going to hide.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's how I roll.
Go ahead and make your stealth check. 16 for your stealth. Okay. Onomatopoeia, what would you like to do?
Well, Toll the Dead.
Ooh.
Over a little bit.
Okay. Uh-oh. I think this might do it. He got an 11 for his save, so 2d12 damage. Oof. Yeah. So Onomatopoeia comes in and casts Toll the Dead, and this Chimera just flops to the ground dead.
Sweet.
At least he died with a full belly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. At least you guys aren't cruel. You fed him before you killed him.
And we avenged Ignatia.
Right.
Wait, so she got swallowed whole, right? And like,
well, not completely.
Okay, all right. She got chewed up a little bit. All right, just making sure she can't like emerge.
Fight her way out of the belly,
and then just killed him. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's a thought I had.
So,
you don't have to worry.
In this alcove here is the pile of treasure. I'm going to type it out because there's a lot here.
I have like 25 lines worth of party loots that we haven't been able to do anything because we've been down here the whole time.
Yeah.
That's a lot of loot.
Potion of mud breathing. Awesome.
Good mood.
What's a silk? Oh, silk pouch. Silk. What's silk?
No, sorry.
No, just want to be sure I know what it is, so it's not mud breathing.
No.
Hey, can we do a check on that silk pouch?
So you examine the silk pouch, and and like I said, it is a small pouch. It's like maybe an inch and a half wide at the bottom, and inside is a very fine sand. Does anybody have identify? Probably
That
not.
is a negative.
No, I have detect magic.
If you want to cast detect magic, it does detect as magical. I will allow you, Zarm. You can make a Arcana check.
I'm gonna guess dust of disappearance.
I'm gonna guess the stuff I put in the bottom of my
So-
fish.
Yeah, It is actually you are able to determine that this is in fact dust of disappearance.
What does that do?
So dust of disappearance, it is actually pretty cool. I mean, this is the kind of thing that Dubisa would be frothing over. Although usually Dubisa doesn't really need it because she's pretty good at disappearing on her own. It is found in a small packet. This powder resembles very fine sand. There is enough of it for one use. When you use an action to throw the dust into the air, you and each creature and object within 10 feet of you become invisible for 2d4 minutes. The duration is the same for all objects, and the dust is consumed when its magic takes effect. If a creature affected by the dust attacks or casts a spell, the invisibility ends for that creature.
Oh,
It's a great way to escape.
handy.
Yeah, it's basically arcane smoke bomb.
It's like the
Okay.
box for Metal Gear Solid. Right by.
I'd be
So
happy to hold on to that if you guys are cool with that.
For it. Yeah.
I'm fine.
So-
short rest because we've got some rooms we can use.
or long rest. It's up to you guys. It's been long enough since you last took a long rest. You could probably do with a solid 8 hours if you wanted to recoup some spell slots.
I would like that, yes.
And we got E23 and 4 that we could use for doing that.
Yeah,
Yep.
E24 is actually quite the nice room.
Okay.
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
Spook hang out in his tunnel because he likes tunnel.
Give that bitch a tunnel. I will be right back.
Who's doing which watches?
I'll do a watch because I was gonna plan on hanging out with you guys a little bit, but spending a lot of time outside with the wyvern anyways. Because the wyvern doesn't fit in there.
I can do last watch easily enough.
I'll do one of the middle ones.
Yeah, I'll take care of metal as well.
Okay, so we have 4 watches.
Okay. So yeah,
We have
you
4
should
people
be-
doing watches.
yeah, that's probably a good idea, isn't it? Although,
Well, and since the wyvern doesn't fit in the room, the wyvern stays outside anyways.
yeah, that's true. You guys have cleared enough of the dungeon that you did not have to worry about any roaming creatures. I mean, there's still. You can hear that there was some movement further down the hall, but it really seems the feeling that you get is that you've done enough damage at this point that they're not sending out patrols so much looking for you as they are more or less laying in wait because you guys have just been moving through here like a whirlwind.
We only got a little bit left to explore.
So where do you want to go from here?
Vote here. One of those rooms.
Okay.
Yeah, what's our objective down here? Still looking for that person, correct?
So yeah, you are basically looking for somebody named Vanifer, who is the leader of the cult.
And weren't we told that they went to the eye?
Correct. But it has been your experience so far that when these these guys run away like that, it's been your experience that they tend to leave somebody in charge. One of the people that was left in charge was Ignatia, but
But we need to take care of Emma so that Hallister can become leader.
right.
I almost want to go find Hallister and let him know what we did to Ignatia.
So I'd say at this point we've done enough. Might as well just clear the area, the last few doors that we've seen.
So yeah, there is this hallway leading to the west, which has 3 doors on the south side and 1 door on the north side, and then you are made aware that at the end of the hallway there is this bridge that goes over the lava flow and leads back to areas that you've already cleared.
I'll do a listen check on the first door.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Stay on the board. 21. Yep.
Aside from the sounds of squeaking of rats, you don't hear anything.
I'll go ahead and just walk on in like I own the place.
Okay. The smell of old iron and dust fills this room. Great heaps of junk are stacked everywhere. In some places, the collection is neat and orderly, while in others, it's a tumbled mess.
Nothing of interest.
This room is such a cluttered disaster that it would take at least 6 hours for you to do any kind of thorough search. But off the top of your head, you are not seeing anything of interest.
I'll do one casual check, just kick over some stuff with my boot and just kind of like,
You find a silver candelabra that's worth 25 gold pieces and a box of playing cards.
I'll put the playing cards into my bag, and I'll carry the candelabra into the hallway and be like, ain't shit, and throw it back in.
Okay. A similar search of the next door reveals the same thing. Just a cluttered disaster of junk.
It's a fire hazard. Get it?
Then go ahead and just walk into the next room like I own the place, like I did the last two.
Okay.
Fill in a pattern. Just like, it's all a bunch of crap.
Good search.
But I will.
In this room, this room is this hot chamber smells of sulfur and meat. And there are 3 hellhounds in here. Everybody roll initiative. As soon as you open the door, these hellhounds are on you.
17 for initiative.
Okay, hold on just a moment. Really? These hellhounds suck.
That's why they're the only ones in the rooms, because the first and second string hellhounds already got called out.
Right.
These are the third string quarterbacks no one wants to play.
Wow. Onomatopoeia is breaking with tradition.
Thing 11.
Mhm.
I got the double digits this time, y'all. Serious.
So, Sun Moon, what would you like to do? Malum, of course, yells out that there's hellhounds.
No, I just yell out, "Oh shit!"
I will move to the door, punch the first one. Actually, I'll Windbane the first one.
All right. Yeah, that definitely gets him.
Then I will move past him and Windbane the second one.
Okay. No, that one is a miss.
And then I will move back down here and spend a point to flurry the third guy.
Okay. Yep, that hits. And that hits.
And let's see. Let me double check my measurement. And then I will stand there and laugh at them.
Okay. Basil, what would you like to do?
All right. Well, I think the obvious thing is to move towards the room. Let's see. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and grab my character, and let's move in. I'll step in here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attack this guy.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and give him a reckless strike.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take my best of a 6.
Yeah, that's a miss.
All right, second strike. Oh wow, still not doing good. 10.
No, that is a miss.
That's okay with me. I'll take a step out of the room.
Okay.
Around the door. I attack him, so he does not get an attack of opportunity because I'm mobile.
Right.
All right, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Malum.
I'll step into the doorway basically, so I'm right there on that guy. I'll do an attack. Soft 20.
Yep, that gets him.
Enough distance between his friends that my swashbuckler applies. This is still crap. For 9 damage.
Okay.
I'll do a second attack on him. Soft 20 again.
Yeah.
9, 13, 17 damage.
Ouch. All right.
And then I will step to over here. No attack of opportunity for fancy footwork.
Right.
And I'll do my third attack on this guy. 11, 18, 17 damage.
Okay. So yeah, you just kind of jump into the room, you bounce around, and you're stabbing and poking these guys with your rapier, and they are not happy with you.
And then I will finish by stepping into the back corner.
Okay. Onomatopoeia, what would you like to do?
Let's see here. can move about to there. And I'm actually not sure what to do since I can't. Can I see in the room?
You could see through that, from your position through that door, you could just see this hellhound.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do Toll the Dead on them then.
Okay. Let's see. He only got a 12 on his save.
And they have lost HP, right?
Correct.
At 10.
Ouch. Yeah, you hear a dong when this hellhound kind of whines. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Use up all my movement. That looks like it's my turn.
Okay. Dubisa. So, Dubisa, you're not stealth because you were stealth, but then you took a long rest. So, what would you like to do?
Let's see. So since all these people are blocking the way, I can move through them since it's friendly space, right?
Correct. And you're a halfling.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So then I will. I'll just shoot from the door. Do I fit there?
Yep.
Okay.
You could grab that guy right there.
Exactly. That's my target.
Oh, yeah.
All
Wow.
right.
So,
26, dead. Dead.
so you wouldn't
dead.
get... You...
He's also getting attacked by Thunder. I'm a sneak attack. Okay.
I'm going to say that you do get your sneak attack because Sun Moon is close enough, and that kills this hellhound. So, yeah, you come up and shoot your crossbow, and it goes right through its skull and drops it to the ground.
Okay, and then rather than hiding, I'm going to step into the room.
Okay.
And fire on him. Am I far enough away that I'm not at disadvantage?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, you're crossbow expert.
Or am I too close? That's true.
So you don't have to worry about that.
I don't have to worry.
Oh, yeah. So 9 points. It's hurting, but it is not dead. Not dead yet. I got better. Is there anything else that you have?
Let's see. I have a little bit. I think I have a little bit of movement left. So since I can't hide, I am going to exit stage left.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. Zarm, what would you like to do?
I would like to dash, and I'm going to make it to... On my way there, I'm going to jump over the obstacle course and then under the legs of all the large things.
Okay.
Do a cartwheel.
When I get to here, I kind of look into the room to notice that there's an equal number of ours and theirs, and kind of shrug and be like, oh.
Okay.
And then I want to look down the hallway. I've got 60.
Okay.
And along with that, I just want to do a quick check on this door.
Okay. Go ahead. And so are you listening at the door, or are you going to crack the door open? How do you want to do that?
Probably stealthily open it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check. Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
A complex assortment of gears, flywheels, drive shafts, and levers fills most of the northern half of this chamber. It is clear that someone has done repair work on it recently, for numerous parts look brand new, and the entirety of it gleams from having been recently polished and lubricated.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Hellhounds. This guy is going to attack Malum. This guy is going to attack Sun Moon. On Malum. Malum, make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw.
$22.
Okay, and you have evasion, correct? So you take no damage. Yeah,
I
you're.
do not have evasion.
Oh, you don't? Okay. I thought. Yeah, you're not high enough level 1 rogue because you took fighter levels. Gotcha.
So what happens?
I'll tell you in just a moment.
Oh, can I use my ring of evasion?
You could.
I'm actually, yeah, I'll go do that.
Okay, so you take no damage. This hellhound tries to breathe fire on you, and you evade out of the way, and this fire just blasts against the wall.
Bad dog. Bad dog.
The other one is going to attempt to bite Sun Moon, but misses with a 13. Sun Moon, what would you like to do?
First, I want to do a really gentle unarmed strike.
Okay. Yeah, that's gentle.
Stun him. DC 17.
He gets a soft 20.
Oh. Not thinking ahead, I still continue to attempt to pet him for the entirety of the rest of the
You're going to attempt to pet the lawful evil dog.
Mm-hmm.
So are you attempting to tame him?
Sure, I'll make an animal handling check, see how it goes.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
So, yeah, that fails. And as a reaction, a 19 misses you. He snaps at your hand.
He's a playful one.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, I want to get through my whole turn being an idiot to pet the hellhound.
Doggy's fur is so coarse and smoky.
Mm-hmm.
Basil, what would you like to do?
All right. Seeing as my last plan failed, I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
So I'm gonna dash in here, and I think I might just give it the regular old try because I got an 8.
Okay, yeah, that's a mess.
All right, second attack. 19
Yeah, that gets him.
for 16 damage.
Yeah, so you swing and miss the first try, and then you backswing and take its head off.
And with that momentum, I will somehow swing over here. And I'm going to give this one a good old slap.
Go for it.
I want to use the help action to increase the hellhound's AC.
Okay. Okay, so...
I'm going on that route. I'm just going to go as reckless as possible.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can give it a +2 to its armor class if you're trying to intervene.
All right, well, 21
Yeah, that hits.
with 21 damage.
And you reach out and stab it in its smoky, furry chest and kill it.
So yeah, I just take a back step after the backswing on this one and just cleave this thing in two.
That is enough with those hellhounds.
Sunmoon's kind of like, oh, puppy.
My dog.
Demons. Things should not be on fire.
Come on, imagine a hellhound saddled to a bullet.
Only fire should be on fire.
Nobody makes me burn my own fire.
I could have a hellhound catapult on the bullet.
Yeah.
I got to ride a dog at the beginning of this campaign.
Yeah, they had a riding mastiff.
We had a mastiff that I could ride because I was little. So if you got that hellhound, I got a mount. But sadly no.
So, in here, I don't think you find anything. Yeah, no, there's nothing in here but gnawed bones and hellhound poop.
I want to investigate 17.
I tell Onomatopoeia to wait there, and then I go ride the elevator down and then back.
Nothing happens when you ride the elevator. So go ahead and make an investigation check. Both Onomatopoeia and Zarm can make these investigation checks.
Can I look too?
Sure.
Oh, I did poorly. Zarm did good.
Zarm's rolling awesome. Yeah. So, Zarm and Dubisa, you determined that these gears, when you had gone slightly, you didn't go all the way across the bridge, but when you investigated this area up here initially, you noted that there was a gate or almost like a dam that was controlling the amount of lava that came in and flooded into the area where the forge was. These gears operate in a way that you can raise or lower this to increase the lava flow coming to the forge.
Interesting.
We keep going down the hallway.
So,
Well, I will go up to the hallway and peek down and look around like a bad Scooby-Doo movie.
okay, so
The wyvern I had stacked on top of you, peeking around the corner.
So down here, you see, when you peek your head around the corner, you see a bunch of cultists in here, and they are armed and looking north. And let me see if they see you. Oh yes, they see you.
Is that? I look up at the wyvern. It's your fault. They saw you.
Ruby Rex?
We roll initiative and
Yeah, hold on here. Let me.
Yeah.
ooh, E16 looks interesting.
Okay. I think it's a little amusing that they actually have a differentiation between a regular cultist and a cult fanatic. Because, I mean, you know.
Got tattoos and like
Yes.
that's what they got.
He has all the posters up in his bedroom.
Yes. A picture of David Koresh on the wall.
And some fan fiction.
Oh, yeah, lots of fanfic.
Imagine those like 14-year-old like Beaver fans, like, oh my god.
Okay, so everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Be down vying with Onomatopoeia. Oh no, she beat me.
At 13.
Mine is just abysmal.
Hmm.
Caught my
14.
bad rolling. Sorry, everybody.
Is that everybody?
See, this is where I want to do like lightning or
Yes.
something, but
Hmm.
I'm gonna be so far in the back.
Wow, I don't believe the cultists actually get to do something. Between Dubisa and Sun Moon, which one of you wants to go first?
Well, let's have Debisa go first, since I'm in the front a lot of the times.
Okay.
Unless
All
he
right.
doesn't want to.
So, the cult fanatics, they're the really crazy ones. He's going to move up and attack Malum.
I kind of think of him as the guy from Mad Max, where they spray the stuff in their face.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, the silver paint.
All about it. Admire their dedication.
Hmm. Interesting.
Did you attack me? I
Not,
had to reset.
not
Oh,
yet.
okay. I had
I'm deciding what he's going to do.
okay, I had to double check. Yeah. Discord dropped on me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were having a lot of problems with Discord last night. Um, the weird thing about it last night was that it wouldn't drop. It would just, like, mute people permanently. And they would have to then close the program completely out and then come back in. And it was doing it to one of the players, like, all night.
That sucks.
Wow. Okay. So, Malum, make a DC 11 dexterity saving throw.
Is this guy trying to get me to join his fandom?
No, the
I do
one in the
not want.
back casts Sacred Flame.
16?
16 is successful. What does this say?
No, I don't want to read your fanfic.
So, yeah, you just sidestep and this column of fire, radiant fire, drops down where you were standing just a moment ago. And then the other, the other window licker attempts to attack you twice with his dagger. 22 to hit,
That is my AC.
and a 7 misses. And so, oh no, look out, I'm pulling out the D4.
Oh, shit.
Wow, for 6 points of piercing damage. I mean, if you're going to pull out a D4, you might as well roll max damage.
Right?
And then, the cultist he's going to attack Malum. And he's going to attack Malum. The rest of these guys
Form a convenient single file line to enter the hallway.
Yes.
I see lightning bolt coming soon.
Zarm. I could just see Zarm go.
Rubbing his hands together.
Yes.
Yes.
The cultists are both going to make a scimitar attack on Malum. Miss with an 8 and miss with a 17.
Aha.
And the rest of these guys are going to ready their action for anybody that comes into the hallway. Malum, what would you like to do?
After doing my little dodgeball impression, ha, dive. I will attack the fanatic first.
Okay.
Ooh. 15?
That is.
Oh, nice. I was not no snake damage. Applies. 6 points of damage.
Okay.
I'll take a poke at the next guy in line. Oh, soft 20.
Yep, that gets him.
Ooh, 12 damage on the second guy.
Ooh. Yeah, you stab him in the spleen. He's not feeling well at all.
Nice. Then I will stab the last guy in the line.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I got 26.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Ugh. Minimal damage for 5.
Okay.
And now that all of them have been poked, I can step to here, and then I will step to here. I'll do a fancy twirl spinny-roo around them.
Okay. Yeah, so you see Malum kind of take on like a fencer's position, just goes chunk, 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 and then kind of pirouette and twirl around to the backside of these guys.
And then the wyvern right behind me will take a bite out of the one in the middle.
Okay.
Straight up.
Go ahead and make your bite attack.
Oh yeah, good job, Wivy. 24.
That definitely hits. I can only imagine that this guy is going to die horrifically.
13 damage.
Yes. So the wyvern snaps out and grabs this guy around the chest with its jaws and clamps down, and two-thirds, one on each side of the wyvern's mouth, drop to the floor, and it just sits there chewing on the center section.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Onomatopoeia, what would you like to do?
So I had a question about the stuff.
Yeah.
Does it raise this like black bar thing, or does it raise the platform?
No, it raises the black bar.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see here. So I'll move out of here.
I thought she was going to do some property damage.
And I think I can invoke a duplicity again.
Yeah, you've had a long rest.
Oh, I think I'll do that. Let's see. Probably like there, Cam, or maybe there.
So where do you want to put him?
It's in the way of the cult somehow. Like
Okay.
there.
Okay. Loop.
And then I want that one that I put there to like loudly blaspheme, like eat a bunch of the crushing wave vermin that I heard was there. So that should rile them up a bit, right?
Yeah, go ahead and wow. Blaspheming. Is that like an intimidation check, or is that just? I mean,
persuasion. Like,
yeah, it'd be probably be more
within-
persuasion. Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Your choice, either intimidation or persuasion, because there isn't a piss people off skill.
That's an oversight.
Wow,
Really.
22. These guys are torqued.
Mad.
And stupid. They rolled a 1 on their perception check, so they didn't even see you step out of the room into the hallway. They think this is a real person, and they are pissed off and directing their anger at Onomatopoeia's illusion.
Get out.
Which would give them disadvantage or us advantage?
They're just gonna waste their turn trying to attack some.
Well, technically, I would say that because they are so focused on her, or those two cultists are so focused on her illusion that it's working as the help action and gives you guys advantage on your attacks against them. At least until they're smart enough to figure out. I mean, all they have to do, they'll figure it out when one of them tries to swing on it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would like to do?
Oh, I did good.
Okay. Basil, what would you like to do? Basil?
So, can't hear you.
Sorry, I forgot I had myself muted. I was gonna say, finding out how to worm my way down this hallway is probably my first step. I'm gonna step in here and I'm gonna give this guy the good old one.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
All right. 25 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits this guy squarely.
For 14 damage.
So, yeah, you come in and you swing your sword down, and it buries itself right into his forehead. And the guy just goes limp, but you hit him so hard that your sword sticks for a second, and you have to, like, jimmy it loose. What do you want to do for your next attack?
My axe.
Or your axe.
Okay. Yeah. Frustrated with the growing number of cultists, it feels like. I will pull my axe out, skidding it across the ground, and I'm going to move down here and make another attack.
Okay.
Against this cultist.
All right.
Can I recommend moving over just a hair?
Oh, I definitely have movement left.
All right.
Let me just make sure here. Yeah, I still have another 10 feet. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and strike him 27 to hit.
Yeah.
For 17 damage.
Oof. Oh, wait a minute.
Is he still standing there? Or?
No, you slice him, and your axe goes down through his collarbone into his chest, and you just rip it out, and he drops to the floor.
All right, taking my last 10 feet here. I am going to step over here.
Okay.
Is that better for you?
It's not about me.
It's about them.
All right. So taking your nudge of like out of the way, I'm gonna step over here and I'm gonna make my final attack or my second attack.
Okay.
21 or 26 to hit.
Yes.
For 12 damage.
Okay. This one doesn't die immediately, but he's bleeding profusely.
Dang, my next action was going to be to throw something because I'm out of movement. All right. So with my momentary momentary slaughter, I'll go ahead and end my turn here.
Okay. Dubisa, what would you like to do?
I had a quick question.
Yeah.
Weren't those cultists holding action?
Yes. That is correct. So.
If any of them want to hit me, that is fine.
Okay, I would like to point out that I think I know who used to remind a teacher to assign homework.
Yeah, only one of them, because they use their movement
You forgot
to.
to give us our test.
This
If I
guy
don't get
can
to go
move.
first,
So these two are the only two that are going to be able to make scimitar attacks.
They get advantage.
They do?
Yeah, I recklessly attack everything.
Oh, that's
these
right.
days.
22 to hit and nat 20.
That's why they give me the advantage. I have 15 AC. They're gonna hit me.
So the first guy does 4 points of slashing damage.
I will take 2. Oh, I'm not raging. Never mind.
And the second guy does 11 points of slashing
All
damage.
right, down to 67.
Oh no. Heal me!
Hit me there, man.
All right, Duvisa, what would you like to do?
I'm going to attack that cultist with my crossbow.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
Hold on, I clicked off my page. Give me a second. I was researching something. Okay. And got distracted by something shiny and didn't prepare myself. Hate when that happens. Sorry about that.
No, that is a miss.
That is a miss.
No, you get to roll with advantage because of the
That's
because of the
right.
illusion.
My target is the illusion.
That hits. Whew, man. Yeah, so this cultist now has a crossbow bolt sticking out of the bottom part of his neck. But he's not dead yet. He wheezes when he breathes, but
All right, in that case, rather than hide, I'm going to hit him again.
Okay.
Or attempt to. No.
And you still have advantage. Yes. For another 4 points of piercing. So now he's got 2 crossbow bolts in him, one in his neck and one in his thigh. And he's hurting, but he is still really pissed off at this blasphemous Kenku standing in front of him. Did you want to do anything else?
No, I think that's all my movement, and I use my bonus action.
Okay. Sun Moon.
I hop on speak, and I go charging into E19. Some mental dungeoneering, and I tunnel through the wall
Okay.
like the Kool-Aid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no!
That's not what I wanted. Hold on. I need to mark my tunnels for just such an emergency.
So you remember where they're at.
Yep. And so then Speak does needs to leap to land on that guy.
Okay. So
And so then
he gets a dex save, is that correct?
Yep.
Either dex or strength, I believe.
Yep.
Wow, nat 20.
Okay, so he's pushed.
So hold on. You would think I would have Bullet completely and totally memorized by now, but that's just not realistic.
The creature takes half the damage, not prone, but pushed 5 feet out of the bullet space into an unoccupied space of choice.
Okay. So it probably isn't going to matter. Oh, he is still alive. I'm surprised. And he gets shoved back.
Is he out of reach or just not in the bullet space?
He's just not in the bullet space.
Okay. Then I will wind vein the guy I leaped over.
Okay. Yep, that gets him.
18, 5 is lightning.
Yeah, you wind vein him in the chest, and he drops with a new hairdo.
Then I'll use my other wind vein on the guy remaining in front.
Okay.
Wow.
Jesus.
Not rolling like this. That's not even a crit.
Yeah. So this guy doesn't have to worry about breathing difficulties anymore.
I repeat my cries. Attract their attention. I need
Okay.
a costume that looks like a picture of
Kool-Aid
Hawaiian
Man.
Punch. Okay, that's all for me.
Zarm, what would you like to do? He's like, I've been waiting this whole battle for this.
I will leisurely stroll.
"30 feet, stick your hand around the corner."
I will
just kind of
misty step.
hang it like it's an L. So you're casting Lightning Bolt, is that correct?
No, I got misty step.
Okay.
This is my bonus action. Just bypassing people.
Okay. And then what?
Casting Storm Sphere.
What do you cast?
Storm Sphere, and it's going to be centered 20-foot radius.
Hold on. Let me take a look. Nobody's actually cast that before.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Displaying it now.
Nice.
Oh.
That's a fun one.
Radius sphere of whirling air.
Little overkill for a room of fanboys, but we're also fanboys of overkill, so.
I have been waiting for the entire game to play this on something.
Yeah, so this is basically an air version of Flaming Sphere.
Except you can reach out 60 feet and zap anyone he wants in the ass.
So, okay. So,
Cast it at 5th.
Basil and the two cultists need to make saves.
What
Strength
can I say?
saving throw versus Zarm spell save DC.
Okay. Well, let's make a strength saving throw.
So the two cultists get an 18 on their save.
I got a 13.
Hmm.
It should be all of the cultists.
So it's a 20-foot.
Radius.
So essentially this
So
entire.
it's basically 40 feet.
Yeah. So the
But
cult.
it's centered on this cult.
And so Bullet and Sun Moon needs to make a save, and the Cult Fanatic fails his save.
That's
So
the
I'm
bullet.
trying. Okay, so the Bullet makes his save.
Oh, whoops. I totally mistook the Cult Fanatic image for one of the ally images.
Oh,
I would not have run past them if that were the case.
I'm not sure it's going to matter. So I'm confused on how the damage on this works. So, 20-foot radius sphere whirling.
First round upon it being
It's
appeared is the
2D
bludgeoning damage.
So it takes. So go ahead and roll your 2d6 bludgeoning damage. The cultist got an 18. What's your spell save DC?
16.
Okay.
Yep.
So the cultist saved, but the cult fanatic is going to take 4. And Basil, you take 4.
Bullet takes 2. And I take none.
All right. Wow, that is a complicated spell.
Okay, it was a 5th level, so it's 6 total.
Okay, no problem.
And then what happens is if I have a bonus action, I can use that as a lightning strike on one character.
Right.
I've already used the bonus action.
For
so
the 4d6.
on my next turn.
Right, so the 40 or 5d6 damage.
Yeah, it's a really fun spell. I've been waiting to use it.
Yeah, it's like Flaming Sphere, but it's a lot more complicated or a lot more complex in what it can do. Yeah, which book is that out of? Is that
In Xanthars and Princes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Interesting.
So that sounds like it comes out of the Princes of Pop.
Yeah, this sounds like a elemental. Wow, that's fucking crazy. Okay.
Yeah, since I'm lightning affinity, that's why I wanted it.
Nice. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Okay. So now that Zarm has introduced that level of chaos, the cult fanatic
That spell reminds me of the book from the end of the Addams Family movie.
Yeah. The cult fanatic here is going to step up and he is going to use this little kid just running by my window with a stream of toilet paper flying behind it over her head. Right.
That's awesome.
Looking to join Antifa?
I guess.
Toilet paper.
Alright, so this cult fanatic is going to try to cast Inflict Wounds on Zarm. Because of course he is.
Yeah, I have a counterspell.
Ooh, okay, yeah. You except so what level are you casting counterspell at?
3rd level.
Okay, so alright, so he counterspells, which is good for you, or you counterspell this, which is good for you because he got a nat 20 on his. So he reaches over and lightly brushes your shoulder. You feel uncomfortable.
He critically succeeded at touching your shoulder.
This cult fanatic.
At the end of his turn, he needs to do a strength saving throw.
Oh, that's right.
And take 5 die 6.
Nope, he's going to take 5 die 6. Then roll your 5 die 6. Yikes, that smarts.
That's 3 so far.
Where are the other 2 coming from?
So from the lightning damage.
No, the lightning damage is on the end of my turn.
I see.
Sorry,
So
you're right.
So he takes.
So
13.
they only have to do the 2d6 plus 1d6.
Okay.
Correct.
This cult fanatic is going to attempt to attack the illusion
The
of
mirage.
Yes, and does 15 hit Onomatopoeia's AC?
Oh,
No. Okay, but his dagger would normally glance off of your whatever armor you are wearing, goes through the mirage, and he's now aware that that this is an illusion. The cultist. This cultist jumps up onto this. These are like open stone water basins, and he leaps off of that to attack Sun Moon.
So first he takes his
But-
3d6 for starting his turn.
He takes that at the end of his turn.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
sorry.
turn. Yeah, if he stops in the.
But he misses his attack with a whole whopping 5,
Uh-huh.
and then is going to take 13 points of damage. Oh, wait, he has to make a save first. Which he'll probably... Oh, maybe not. No, he got a 14, so he's going to take 13. I was actually surprised he rolled that high. These two cultists are going to attack Basil.
Oh no.
21 to hit, and
That
a 9, which misses. So... You take 4 points of slashing damage.
Alright, down to 59.
And they need to make their saves. That fails, so they will take 13. Ooh, this guy fails, and the wind is just too much for him, and he dies.
Hmm.
Malum, what would you like to do?
Well, yeah, that's a very good question. So those guys are still distracted, right? The
No.
fanatic.
No, the cult fanatic is now fully aware that this is an illusion that he just tried to attack.
Oh, okay. I will attack the first guy right there in front of me.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume 27 hits.
Yeah.
He is out of his buddy's space, so sneak damage applies. 8, 13 damage.
Oof. Okay.
I will. Oh. I will move or push my way past him.
Okay.
Stab the next guy.
Okay.
You're currently standing on my head. Is that okay?
He's white.
I'm in your area, so should I take a negative on that?
Yeah, you would be at disadvantage if you were to move further. So you have a choice. You can move further, and you could move into the storm sphere, which would cause you to have to make a strength saving throw or take damage. Or you can take the disadvantage and stab around Zarm to hit this guy.
I will stab around. Let's roll disadvantage. 17.
Yep, that gets him.
10, 13, 17 damage.
Okay. Yeah, that's a
Now-
good strike.
Now I will push my way through the sphere to get to there to end my movement.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
24.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Do a little tumble and roll.
Yeah.
And with the hallway being pretty filled, as I'm going down the hall, wave to the wyvern to sit and stay.
Okay. So yeah, Malum moves down this hall. He stabs the first guy, who is now using one hand to hold in his intestines, and he stabs the other guy fighting Zarm, and then tucks and rolls, and actually uses the buffeting winds of the storm sphere to propel him around the corner into the room. Onomatopoeia, what would you like to do?
I'll use my bonus action to move the illusion
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Then I will cast Guiding Bolt on the fanatic right there.
Okay.
23.
Yeah, that definitely hits him.
Okay. Uh, 10 damage.
Oof.
Advantage on attacks.
Yeah, so now Zarm, you see this what looks like onomatopoeia, and you realize that it's an illusion because you saw her cast it. Well, you're not sure. You can't tell. You don't know what's going on directly behind you, but you see onomatopoeia appear in your storm sphere and throw a radiant beam of light from its hand, or from the Kenku's hand, and it hits this cult fanatic who is now glowing. All further attacks on the cult fanatic will be at advantage until the end of Onomatopoeia's next turn.
That's my turn.
Basil, what would you like to do?
All right. Well, time to resume my regularly scheduled program. I think the cultist that died right in front of me was the one I hit before.
Yes.
So I'll have to continue on the one right next to me. 21 to hit.
That hits.
For 10 damage.
You cleave this guy in twain.
All right. And yeah, I think I'd like to make my way out of this tornado.
That's probably a good idea.
I'll start right here with this cult fanatic.
Okay.
I'll make my bonus strike. 16 to hit.
Yes.
For 12 damage.
So, yeah, you come up and you rip his spine out.
All right. Continuing with the warpath. I will step to the side, and I'm going to swing at this cult fanatic as well.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Yes.
For 19 damage.
And you come up and you cleave this guy in an underhand move right up through between his legs and drop him.
And I need to check how far I've moved so far. Let's see, it's like...
I've killed so many people, I don't even know where I'm at.
20... Now I actually have just enough movement. We're going back into the tornado.
I was going to say, I thought you were leaving the tornado.
Yeah, but I mean... I like hitting things more than I like being safe. 24 to hit for 17 damage.
Yeah, and you come up and you cut this guy's head off. And
I wanted to watch him get hit with a lightning strike.
his head hits the floor, and the body just kind of wavers for a second before falling back into the water basin.
You can hit me.
Yeah, Zarm already did that.
As I watch everybody walk into the strike zone, I'm just like shaking my head, no.
Whoops. No, that's okay. The battle's over.
Yeah, I would have dropped concentration.
Yeah, I would figure you. No need to continue that level of chaos.
I'll be.
Basil, Basil,
Sorry,
and
go ahead.
Sun Moon make perception checks.
I'm going to be transferring a couple of my spell things to spell slots.
Okay. Okay, so Sun Moon is not surprised. And they don't get a surprise attack. You see, to the south, there is a passageway, and in this passageway, you see a Magman who is just getting ready to throw a ball of flaming poop at you. Everybody roll initiative.
Is he throwing like lava? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, basically just an improvised throw of flaming detritus. Or he picked up detritus on the floor, which caused it to ignite, and then he was going to make a improvised throw at Basil, but
I
Sun
was kind
Moon
of
saw
thinking
him.
of like a giant fire monkey, like crapping his hand, like ball of fire and throwing it.
Basically, yeah. Let's see here. So, Basil, you have advantage on initiative checks, correct? Basil?
So I forgot to mute myself. Yeah. So yes, I
Right.
do. So
Okay.
I rolled twice and I got 15.
Gotcha. Yeah, let's see. So you got a 7, Zarm.
Oh shit. 6 for initiative.
Okay.
So you're saying that these guys basically came from Salvatore Molly's after eating the Great Balls of Fire?
Yes, essentially, yeah. Onomatopoeia. Wow, a 19. Did you get new dice?
Yeah.
And Malum, you said you got a 6?
Yes.
Wow. You traded places with Onomatopoeia.
Apparently.
All right. So, Sun Moon, you see this Magman. What would you like to do?
I will have Speak use move and dash and leap onto the rearmost Magman.
Okay. Wow, that is sucky. He got a 10 for his save, so I don't know if Magman's going to survive this. Now, you stomp this Magman into flaming elemental goo.
And then Bullet Speak will move 5 more feet, and then I'll Wind Vane the next Magman.
Okay. Yep.
Only 10 points. He's probably still up.
Yep.
Second hit, 13 more points.
Oh yeah, you stab him through and through.
Then I will have Speak sit and stay there.
Okay. Zarm, what would you like to do?
I'll do a cursory check over the group that's around me to make sure everybody's healthy and not looking.
I think the only one that actually took any damage in that whole fight was Basil.
That he's looking.
And you.
Okay. Good.
Oh no, you counterspelled that. You didn't take anything.
I took a whopping like 6 damage, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Basil took like 20 maybe.
Yeah, right now I'm at. I am missing. How much health do I have? I am missing 36 health.
So are you staggering, or are you looking for the
I'm
sturdy?
above half.
Okay, cool.
Throw another storm sphere at him. That'll help him.
How do you feel now?
This is my healing storm sphere.
Drink this fireball. It'll help you.
Okay, I'm firing at the nearest with a firebolt.
Okay. Yep. And oh, wait.
You're attacking a magman with a
Fireball.
fireball.
He takes no damage.
Okay.
He is
Lesson learned.
immune to fire.
Next.
Onomatopoeia. What would you like to do?
Um, I still have the illusion or not?
Yeah. I would say that
Okay.
it's still up.
So I can move it to like here
Okay.
and okay. So do these explode or something when they die?
No. They're
No,
just
they don't.
they're just like little elemental goblins made of fire.
Okay, I'll go ahead and just do Toll of the Dead then.
Okay. So nope, he fails with a 9.
Did I get hit before?
He did not.
Did 8 damage.
Okay, so yeah, again you hear dong, and this guy kind of winces in pain. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I think I did everything because they moved the illusion and did an actionable action.
Okay. Basil, what would you like to do?
All right.
Climb aboard the murder train.
Climb aboard.
The
I've
driver.
been. I'm the conductor then.
Ticket, please. Whack. Ticket, please. Die.
All right, we're going reckless on this one. Dang it, 10.
No, that is a miss.
Fine, I'll go normal. A 24 to hit.
Yes.
9 damage.
Yeah, so your axe finds purchase, and you bring it down, and this magman kind of flares with fire and then crumbles to coal. Well, just a little pile of coal.
We have a question.
Yeah.
What's in this room?
In 25 or E25? Oh, or this little side room here.
Yeah, I figured out an onomatopoeia should be able to check down there. Just
Sure, I would.
we will get to that in a moment.
okay, cool.
So, what do you want to do next?
And so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to step over here, and I'm going to give this guy my bonus attack. 19 to hit.
Yes.
For 13 damage.
Oof. He is grievously wounded. Anything else?
Nope, that is. I'll take 2 steps back, and then I'll call it my turn.
Okay. Dubisa, what would you like to do?
Hold on. And myself on the map. Okay. I'm just going to run into the room and hide.
Okay.
That's it. Just that.
Oh.
What'd you get for your stealth check?
I tried to. There we go. Oh, I thought I heard it go. Hold on.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. All right, you are hidden. Malum, what would you... Oh, wait. No. The Magmen actually get to go. Actually, the Magmen should have gone before Devisa. Oh, well.
There was just one by that time anyway.
Right. The Magman runs over here, and he this is a curtain. This along the eastern wall, there is like a big drapery that is across this entire wall, and he grabs it, and it lights on fire. And when that happens,
I imagine the little hidden door sound from Zelda. Doo doo doo.
Oh, yay, someone to kill.
you see another room, and in this room is
Lyzzie.
Lyzzie Calderos.
My next guess was Lizzie McGuire.
So I was gonna make a joke like that too.
She starts rocking out to some tunes.
Yes. Malum, what would you like to do?
Well, since I really don't know a lot that's going in there, first I'm gonna call the Wyvern. Wyvern will do full dash action to get to there. Now go away, window. And I will step over here and do a listen check on this door.
Okay. Go ahead and make your perception check.
23.
You... you hear the echoey sound of crackling flame. But it sounds like it's far away and echoing up the chamber.
Do I have enough action left to do a stealth peek?
Yeah.
Ugh, 10.
So you see behind this door that there's a hallway that leads down into a larger room. Let's see here.
Then
All right.
I think that's all my turn then.
Okay. Sun Moon, what would you like to do?
I have Speak, sit back up, rear his haunches up, and then he leaps on Lyzzie to make friends.
Okay.
It's a rather burdensome way of making friends, but we'll see if it works.
Just pounce on her, start licking her face. Like a giant puppy dog.
Nat 20 on her save. She saves.
So she still takes 12. And she's pushed 5 feet.
Okay.
Is she still within reach?
Yes.
Okay. I will wind vane her by making friends some more.
Okay. Hold on here. So she cast shield on herself, but you still hit her. So
On that hit, I will spend a key point in Stunning Fist DC 17.
okay.
Stunning Strike. I should stop using this. I just fist her.
Okay. Nat 20. She saves.
Okay, second Wind Vane attack.
That hits.
And another Stunning Strike. I'm persistent.
Jesus. 18 to save.
Okay. We're just going to keep at this. Key point to flurry.
Okay. Miss. Miss.
Okay,
All right.
that's all I got.
Okay. Zarm, what would you like to do?
Okay, I'll move south of Anamata.
Okay.
Okay, should give me visual of what's going on in the room with Sun.
So, I'm sorry, what were you going to do?
I just want visual of what's going on with Sun Moon. I couldn't see from where I was, I could just hear things.
Right.
And then I wanted to look into this room.
Okay. In that room, let's see here.
We're still a Magman.
This is 25. So 25, this large chamber is shaped like an elongated hexagon with a door set into the points at the east and west. The door to the east has been painted red with a black stylized cauldron symbol upon it. That's the door that Malum looked through. Additional exits lead north and south. Several ancient forges and anvils stand in the room, and many sleeping pallets lie scattered in their midst. In this little alcove, you don't find anything but some long unused and in poor condition smithing tools.
Okay, I'll do magic missile at the mag.
At the Magman. Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage. Yep, and the Magman is dead.
Okay, that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. Let's see here.
What's going on?
Just trying to figure out what to do with the mage.
Yeah.
I'm just hearing someone continually drop from the call, and I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah, it keeps dropping on me. Like, it's acting really bad today.
She casts greater
I had to
invisibility
step
on
away
herself.
for a second.
So she becomes invis.
Is that a concentration spell? Do I get a hit on her?
It is a concentration spell.
Does Speak get a hit on her?
Yeah, you guys could both get a attack of opportunity.
I will have Speak bite her first. By
Okay.
Bitey.
That hits. Ooh. Ooh, you are so fucking lucky. So, Speak reaches out and bites her just as she turns invisible and swallows her, what's left of her.
Yay,
And you
Speak.
kill her.
Oh. Cool.
Which is good because after she did greater invisibility, her next move on the next round was to start casting 5th level fireballs.
Yeah, she might have killed Speak by accident, but I was still going to be coming for her.
So this room, let's see here. Scorch marks and charred furnishings litter this chamber, and a burned tapestry spans the east wall. Dancing about the room were 4 small magmen.
I tell the party we'll have to wait for Speak to finish digesting before we can search her remains for magic items.
So, and we'll keep the same initiative count. Because 2 things...
I want to do a detect magic on the bullet to see if there's anything inside.
No. So 2 things happen here simultaneously.
Woohoo! Barracks open up hobgoblins.
Yes.
100.
Well, they're like potato chips. You can't kill just one. Let's see here. These are just regular hobbies.
I say we send the lightning-based Roomba in there along with the other Roomba.
The lightning-based Roomba.
Am I the other Roomba?
Yes. Malum also. They're just going to go in and step and kill and step and kill.
So these hobgoblins, this door opens, and these hobgoblins step out. That was not what I wanted to do, because we're going to start a new round. And down this hallway, this door opens, and there are hobgoblins here. There's a lot of fucking hobgoblins, Jesus. Let's see here. Sun Moon. You see the door open, or hear the door open. What do you want to do? And you hear rabble, rabble, rabble as these hobgoblins come out the door.
I want other people to be killing things too. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'm gonna have the bullet move me here, so I can see as many of the hobgoblins as possible. And then I will use my action to where to go? Here, Hour of Reaping.
And evidently Zarm has now equipped the spell gun of the ricochet cannon from UT 2K4.
It does look like a ping pong, doesn't it? But I'm thinking
bounce in the corner there.
If I shoot right here, I can get like 4 guys with this gun.
I drew that to give them a line of sight for it.
Pew 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 pew.
So they all have to make a
So what are you doing here?
with save DC 17 or be frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Oh, okay. No, they got a 9, so they are frightened of you.
It's not frightened of anyone else, just me.
Yes.
The little guy on an armadillo.
Yes.
The one they're afraid of.
Yes.
And then I will I think I can get just about there.
Okay.
Let me see. It may be short of that. Hold on. There. Okay.
All right.
And then I sit down to watch.
Eat some popcorn. Zarm, what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna run over. And lightning bolt.
Okay, so your lightning bolt, are you going to go this direction or this direction?
Yeah, that direction. Correct.
Okay, so they get a dex save, and they get a save of 19. So I think they'll be taking half damage.
Correct, and then it's +4.
Right.
So 16 + 4, so it would be 10.
Okay.
Too bad about all those ones. It's a low lightning bolt roll. Sorry.
And then I will use Misty Step to step up.
Hold on here. If I can get this to cooperate with me. Okay. And then what were you going to do with Misty Step?
I just disappear. I kind of billow my cloak, and then I.
Your cloak of bellowing.
Dramatic billowing.
Yes. That's the upgraded cloak. It's dramatic bellowing. Okay. The hobgoblins. So they're terrified of Sun Moon. So, yeah. I'm gonna say that's close enough. These two are going to attack Basil. Because of course they are.
Hit me. Do it.
And they have disadvantage on ability and attack rolls while I'm in sight.
Yes. So both of these guys miss Basil. And this guy takes a pot shot at Sun Moon with a longbow
Oh, cool.
and misses terribly.
Dang it. Shoot better.
These guys. This guy is going to attack the wyvern.
Poor Witty.
I think he's going to get a gut full of poison pretty soon.
This guy moves here, and this guy moves here. And they are going to use longbows on Zarm. So the first guy is going to attack that wyvern because he has the case of heroic idiocy, and he misses with a 12. And these two guys are going to make longbow shots. Miss with an 8. Miss with a 13, I would imagine.
Correct, I'm 14.
Okay. Let's see here. I don't think this guy. Oh, I guess he could. So he's going to make a longbow attack. And miss with a 7. Man, these guys suck. Alright. Onomatopoeia, what would you like to do?
I will cast Toll the Dead on the hobgoblin at the wyvern.
Okay, so this guy, oh come on, has already taken damage. And he gets a whole whopping 9 for his save. So he's going to eat 2d12 damage.
Nice.
I got 16.
Yeah, you hear dong, and this guy just keels over dead. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'll move. Here.
Okay.
I got like 2 more turns.
Okay. All right. Basil, what would you like to do? You have 2 hobgoblins on you.
With a roar, I'm gonna bust into a rage,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go full reckless here on my first strike against the top one.
Okay.
22 to hit.
Yes, that is a hit.
For 24 damage.
That is a dead hobgoblin.
Bonus
Trying
attack.
to play Yaz flute to the beat of him killing hobgoblins. But I'm trying.
All right, and I'll take my second strike. Going same reckless. 22 to hit
Yep, that
for
hits.
21 damage.
Oof. And you kill that hobgoblin.
Roomba at work.
All right, let me measure this. Get about 30 feet over. Rushing through this door because that's where they came from. And to my delight, there's more. 22 to hit.
That hits. Man, I love it when the
23.
Pringles can isn't empty.
They're like Lay's potato chips.
And that is a dead hobgoblin.
5-foot step. That's a 13 to hit.
That is a miss.
Okay, I will take my second attack.
Okay.
I'll go with the regular roll this time. 20 to hit for 15 damage.
Yes. That hits him, but he's not dead. His ribs are showing, and, you can actually see one of his lungs bleeding, but aside from that, he's still alive, technically.
I'll take a quick hop step back towards the wall because I know it's waiting on the other side of this door.
Okay. All right. Dubisa, what would you like to do here, your little stealthy self?
I am going to be super boring and just shoot. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to shoot him.
Okay.
Keeping things simple. I like not getting hit by anyone.
Yeah, and he doesn't even know you're there, has no clue, this arrow, or this crossbow bolt just pops out from through his back and pops out his chest, and he keels over.
Nice. And then I will re-hide, as I always do. Because
Okay.
I like hiding.
Yeah. Wow, that's...
Awesome.
There you go. Okay. You are re-hidden. Did you want to move at all?
No.
Okay. Malum, what would you like to do?
In a bad Schwarzenegger-esque voice, I will tell the party just loud enough that they can hear me that I'll be back.
Okay.
And I will do a stealth tiptoe sneak down the hallway.
Okay.
This image of Fred Flintstone
19.
bowling.
Yeah.
Is he doing his own theme music as he tiptoes?
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Like Peter Griffin when he has the riding on the bus theme music.
Uh-huh.
So let's see here. This room has a wide alcove in the east wall. A raised dais with an altar fills the alcove. Flanking the dais are two smoking braziers and two flickering torches and sconces. Rich tapestries decorate the walls. The tapestry behind the dais is adorned with a stylized cauldron symbol.
Nothing else.
Make a perception check.
Not 1 plus 5.
You notice nothing.
Then let's see how far. Then I will finish my movement and go all the way into, well, at least at the doorway edge area.
Okay.
And then for the wyvern will move forward to the 10-foot range and do a sting attack on that hobgoblin.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack.
Nat 20.
Ooh. And Hobgoblin got a 13 for his save.
Well, do you want me to roll everything?
Sure. Let's see. How bad is this guy gonna die?
Well, it's 9 for the sting damage.
Okay.
Oh shit. 20, 35, and
So yeah, it doesn't matter that he's poisoned because he's dead.
well, and then all that was doubled.
Right.
Like minimum damage on that was gonna be like almost 20 points.
Yeah. So yeah, the wyvern snaps out with its tail, and this guy keels over dead. Is there anything else?
My turn.
Okay. Sun Moon, what would you like to do?
I think I'll have the bullet stick his head in the door and fight the first guy.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
Oh, fail on fighty.
Nope. Remember, the hobgoblins have a free action to shit their pants.
First wind vein.
Yep, and this guy, you stab him right through the heart, and he dies.
Then I'll move a little bit more, and second wind vein on the next guy. Jesus, with the hit rolls.
Yeah. Okay. He is still standing.
Okay, I'll just stay put.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this is working out quite well, actually. I'm watching this battle, and I'm already seeing removing the rule of flanking has already made the combat more mobile. I think it sets a mindset of wanting to get behind a foe and just stay there, which I don't find realistic. Zarm, what would you like to do?
I'll walk back into the back.
Okay, just casually stroll in.
Hey, did you guys miss me?
Oh,
And then we'll cast this.
okay. So, nope, they got a 10. So, yeah, that's gonna.
Yeah, should be all three of them. Unfortunately, I think the Wyvern also has to.
Yeah, I was just
DC
gonna say
16.
So the Wyvern needs to make a DC 16 Constitution save.
Alright, give me 1 second. I was making a cup of coffee.
No problem.
Ah,
That's an advantage to Constitution, right? For coffee.
Yes.
oh yeah. Oh, Wyvern got an 11.
Oh. So the Wyvern's going to take 28 points and is moved 15 feet. Is that correct? Or 5 feet? I don't remember.
Push 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. Okay.
That's pretty good little hit right there.
So you walk up to the door and you cast Thunderwave, and these three guys in here literally are blown against the wall so hard that they leave blood splatter on the wall when they strike.
It's the only way to leave it painted.
Yes, like there was a gotcha gun battle in there. The one and only hobgoblin that is left is going to lash out in his fear at
Still disadvantage.
Sun Moon.
Alright, he's a hero.
But he misses with an 8 because he has wet pants.
Are you gonna pet him?
He's not a puppy.
Onomatopoeia, what would you like to do?
Just as a side note, that thunder wave would have made a 300-foot.
Oh yeah.
Loud.
Oh yeah. There was a lot of noise.
Okay, just making sure.
Did anybody examine E16 at all? It doesn't
No.
seem like a chance to. I want to see what's in there. I think they got the hobgoblins handled.
So at the end of the hall is a circular room that is cooler than the rest of the complex. A pool of water fills the room's center. The water's surface is smooth as glass, comes to a foot below the surrounding floor. You kind of poke around and you see that this well is roughly 12 feet deep, and you're thinking that the water must seep up through cracks in the floor of the well.
Okay, that's nice. Guess I should get rid of the illusory.
Okay,
I'm
gonna drop that
over here. Yeah. Okay, that's not super interesting. It's good to know where some water is, but I guess that's my turn. I just wandered off.
Okay.
Look down at well.
Put the bucket down the well and see what happens.
I should throw a coin in there, shouldn't I? And wish for something good.
That well already thinks it's cooler than the rest of the complex.
That's right.
Kind of a dick.
That's the complex. That's the irony there.
I have a few copper pennies if you want.
Yeah, let's all toss coins down it. No, there's still
Basil, what would you like to do with this last hobgoblin?
What would I like to do with them? Think. Bullet's already eaten. I'll give him a good old slapperoo, and I'll crit.
Okay, so you got a nat 20. So, roll your damage again.
Okay.
I mean, not that you really have to, but
I'll just go over to my character sheet real quick. And oops, not that part. This part.
There you go. Yeah. So you basically just maul this guy. you you know, Sun Moon, you've seen the barbarian go crazy, but he really just, you can tell his rage is taken over. He literally just tears this guy apart. You have destroyed all of the hobgoblins.
And there's some blood on walls and blood on ceilings.
Oh yeah, this whole place, it looks like a slaughterhouse in here.
We redecorated, not slaughterhouse, redecorated.
Yes, yes. Let me clean up your mess. Okay.
Search various rooms, see what was there that we didn't find in the midst of combat.
Yeah, go
Yes, I'm
ahead.
terribly interested in the magic area.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. Or you could have one person make the investigation check, and the rest of you can give the help action, so that the person doing the investigating can have
All right.
advantage.
I have a +2 if that helps.
6 helps, so he rolls 6 times, right? That's how it works.
No.
Who has the best investigation? And then we all give them advantage.
I definitely don't.
I have a
I actually did
+2.
it worse. I covered up some things you might want to find.
I have
Yeah.
no investigation.
I have a -1.
Perception's really good, but my investigation.
I'll go with mine then, I guess.
Okay. So Zarm, go ahead and roll that again, and you can take the higher of the 2 rolls. Okay. You find a down in this room here. You find a ruby that is about the size of your thumb. It's 1-inch diameter ruby, and you are detecting that it is magical.
It's an orb of fire.
Very cool.
It's a ruby of billowing.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
While they're doing that, I'll wander into E26 and do another perception, just kind of looking around at the throne room-esque kind of room.
Okay, hold on just a moment. We'll get to that. So with your 23, you determine that this is likely a ruby of the War Mage. It is a wondrous item. It requires attunement by a spellcaster. You see that each facet of this little ruby is carved with eldritch runes. It is a 1-inch diameter ruby, and it allows you to use a simple or martial weapon as a spellcasting focus for your spells. For this property to work, you must attach the ruby to the weapon by pressing the ruby against it for at least 10 minutes. Thereafter, the ruby can't be removed unless you detach it as an action or the weapon is destroyed. Not even an anti-magic field causes it to fall off. The ruby does fall off the weapon if your attunement to the ruby ends. So essentially, this would allow you. I don't know. Are you a sorcerer or are you a wizard?
Sorcerer.
So this would allow you to use, like, you could take a longsword and press this in, and then you could use the longsword as a spellcasting focus, as an example, or an axe, or whatever your choice is.
Interesting.
Then you find
I have a halberd you could use.
that would actually be kind of cool.
Could I use Mordecai? Large warhammer.
The other thing that you find is a wand of pyrotechnics. Wand has 7 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges and create a harmless burst of multicolored light at a point you can see up to 60 feet away. The burst of light is accompanied by a crackling noise that can be heard up to 300 feet away. The light is as bright as a torch flame, but lasts only a second. The wand regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the wand's last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the wand erupts into a harmless pyrotechnic display and is destroyed.
Yay, fireworks.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's a raver's toy.
And that is all that you find in here.
Thank you.
Movie's pretty
So right
badass.
now, then.
Onomatopoeia and Malum both make perception checks.
Oh, look, this little guy. Man, I can't see shit. I'm rolling an 8.
Nope.
Damn it, I got an 11. That's not very good.
So on your 11, you see that the flame from the torches in the sconces on the wall and in the brazier, and the smoke coming from the braziers, there is a draft that is blowing the flame and smoke, causing it to blow to the north. So there is a draft coming from the south somewhere.
Okay, so can I just like feel along the wall or something?
Yeah.
And
So
figure out where it is?
yeah. So you feel along the wall, and you discover that there's a secret door.
No.
And you open that door. And there is a long stairwell that leads down into darkness.
Okay, I'm not gonna go in it quite yet.
Okay.
I'm so non-observant, I go ahead and go all the way up to the throne and sit down and be like, this is nice.
Gotta at least once when you get a chance.
What is everybody else doing?
I was assisting with the search.
Yes. So, yeah, you guys all, you end up back into the main room area and basically show off your little M80 wand and your and the ruby. What would you guys like to do?
So we're going down the hall. I want to go down the stairs. Anyway, secret rooms are you?
Okay.
We'll go find the explorers.
Happy followed to be, so I'm still letting it. But
Okay. I mean, with
I will
her
join the walk.
with her 23, I don't know. Does your passive perception even allow you to see her?
Mhm.
I'll follow onomatopoeia then.
Okay. Throw rugs, privacy screens, a couch, and a quartet of comfortable chairs have created a cozy space here. Gossamer fabrics are draped across a 4-poster bed, and a desk sits at the southeast corner. You search the desk, and you find that there is a scroll of Melf's minute meteors and a scroll of Wall of Sand. And you see that there is a diary from somebody named Vanifir. And Vanifir, the last entry in the diary is that about a group of adventurers that are coming for the cults, and that Vanifir has retreated to the Fane of the Eye.
Well, we have two directions. We have two directions. We can either go down or we can go to the Black Temple place.
Well, there's two. Yeah, the elevator goes down to two different locations. There's the Fane of the Eye, and then below that was the Weeping Colossus.
That's right, the Colossus.
Is there
Unless you got.
anything?
Oh, damn it! Lost stumped again.
Is there anything west of E27 or no?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think. I don't think so.
So we have the
Well,
stairs
No,
out
in
of
fact,
security, or we have the elevator down?
E27 connects back to the Temple of the Howling Hatred.
Gotcha.
So like 10 miles to the east would take you to the Temple of the Howling Hatred. So at this point, when you killed Lyzzie, who was the lieutenant, any cultists that were left have done one of two things. They have either run off or they have attempted to go deeper into the Fane of the Eye. I would say that most of them have run off. You have successfully liberated the Temple of Eternal Flame at this point.
Shalom, everybody.
So, do we want to continue on? Does anybody want to go back to town for any reason?
I don't need anything.
I think the only thing that I can really think of would be the replenishment of supplies. Dubisa probably needs crossbow bolts, and you probably be good to top off on rations or whatever, but not necessarily. You've run into kitchens and whatnot down here. So,
and I imagine with the amount of enemies, she's picked up some bolts here.
That's what I was just thinking as well. She's probably picked up some bolts. You have run into, especially back at the Temple of the Black Earth, run into some crossbow wielding foes. So you're probably good to go.
It's a lot of fun to pull the crossbow dramatically out of the court.
Yes.
And pop it back in the quiver. Just like wipe it off on the pants.
Yes.
Pop it back in the quiver.
Yeah, isn't there a feat that allows you to retrieve like 50% of your arrows or bolts or something like that? Yeah.
I have no idea.
30%.
I'm taking it. Yeah.
I want to see the beginning of the Fane of the Eye before we have to stop. So, I don't know.
I just want to go up and down the elevator a few times.
So let's see here. I guess I'm going to be spending some time next week coming up with a new map. I don't even have a map for the Fane of the Eye set up yet.
Okay.
So that's
go back to town and get bolts and crap then. That sounds good.
Okay. So we will start.
I got close to the Fane of the Eye and it started buffering and
yes,
things started popping in and we were like, we'll just come back.
You started getting little tips and hints at the bottom of your vision. When going to the Fane of the Eye, remember,
my cell phone signal down here is not nearly as good.
Yes.
It's like the new Final Fantasy where it's like, are you sure you want to do this? You won't be able to come back for a while. And we're like, oh, shoot. I gotta go back and do some side quests.
So we will go ahead and break there, and we will take care of any, is there any downtime activity that you guys would like to perform with your time in town?
There's that shield that had a clock in it, and I'm not sure that we know that it does anything extra, or if it's just a clock on a shield.
No, it's just a clockwork shield. It's a +1 shield.
Okay.
I'll probably do some gambling.
The gambling
Yeah.
cleric, whatever.
And take
sorry.
our mass of various coins and turn it into some gems of carrying capacity.
Yeah, as you guys are carrying back like sacks that are the size of like 50-gallon Glad lawn bags.
I'll do a little sheet of each of the different coinages.
Okay. All right, so we'll go ahead and break there, and we will pick this up in 2 weeks. I will be taking the 4-day weekend, so in 2 weeks from today, we will be back at 1 o'clock, and we will conclude any downtime activities you guys have done, and then start with going into the Fane of the Eye.
Go.
Sound good?
Go.
All right,
Okay.
Sounds good.
we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Later, gang.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.